I know I feel it's kind of getting chilly without those heaters on.
Well, we'll keep this
turn them off already.
Relatively short. All right. Well, hello. Good to see you all. We're TK and Earl, as you can tell, because that's our name.
Yeah, very good.
And yesterday...
We broke 1,000 subscribers.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
So now we can go live on TikTok.
Yep, and talk about random things, whatever we want. So if you're here, you're going to listen to them.
All right. Wow. We're already ordering you around. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm the Virgo. Maybe that's an Aquarius thing too. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we're kind of talking about whatever. So we thought we would be a little more focused today and talk about fandom is what you called it.
Yeah, that was one of the categories that you could put onto the TikTok live. So yeah, we just finished watching episode 7 of Andor
today.
And yeah,
spoilers.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen Andor, then might not want to watch right now.
Yeah, come back for our next live.
Yeah.
And go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it and then come back.
Yeah,
so.
He's a huge Star Wars fan. You can probably ask him any Star Wars question and he more than likely will know the answer. He has won Star Wars trivia before.
Yeah, while we were on a cruise.
Yeah, we took our honeymoon cruise to the Bahamas a year after we got married. That'd be another fun thing to talk about sometime.
Yeah.
And they happened to have a trivia night that was on Star Wars, and he won. And there was a question that he corrected them on.
Yep.
That's how much he knows about Star Wars.
They were wrong, and I'm like, no, you got that one wrong. I'm right.
So I think you still got first place anyway, but you should have had a perfect score. Yeah,
there were like 20 questions, I think, and I got 19 right. And
I remember it was a Yoda question.
Yeah, because like...
Is it his name?
His name, yeah. Canonically, I guess he doesn't really have a, first name. But in legends and in novelizations, his first name is Minch. And so I was just kind of like, well, he technically doesn't have a first name, and so I put no first name, and yeah.
Yeah, see, now you can see how much of nerds we are.
Yeah.
Now I'm a nerd too. In different areas. He also knows all about the Pokemons.
Yep.
Pokemon.
That's one of our big videos that we have going on right now is our Pokemon videos where she comes up with names for all of them. So.
And it works because I don't know anything about Pokemon. I actually used to be a big video game player, old school.
Nintendo, NES.
Yeah,
that shows how old we are.
That was my system, the original Nintendo. I saved up all my birthday and I don't know, whatever I was getting at the time, chores money to buy my Nintendo set, and I was addicted. I mean, and I could even recognize it as a kid, so I actually made myself quit. I was a Catholic at the time, so I gave it up for Lent, and haven't looked back. Except I have played some video games with you. I feel like I'm getting off topic, so I'll just wrap this thought up. But
no, that's okay. Let's talk about whatever we want.
Oh yeah,
right?
We said anything.
Yeah.
And more. Well, yeah. So every so often I'll kind of get sucked back into a game, but I have to pull myself out because I think I have an addictive personality. We were playing Civilization, I remember.
Yeah.
And we started, I think, in the morning. Civilization 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was dark out, and I was like, holy crap. What happened? I am not doing this again.
The entire day was gone.
It was fun, but yeah, I'm like, I have to do other things. It was a Saturday. So.
Yeah, it was a weekend, and I think you were teaching at the time. So we had some stuff to do.
Had some prep to do. So so back to Andor. Were there any questions or comments, though?
No.
I guess it hasn't been a full 5 minutes.
No.
We're going to check in with you guys every so often, so please feel free to pipe in. Join the conversation.
Yeah.
But I can be a very annoyingly picky person. He'll vouch for that.
Yeah, she can.
Well, and I'm one of those who talks during stuff. I'm sorry. He puts up with me.
Yeah.
So
what is it? What are they doing? What is she?
That.
If you just watch, you'll find out.
We should do a TikTok video on that.
We should do
that.
That's
an idea. We should write that down. Can you remember that?
I will try to remember that.
All right, I'll make a quick note. We're trying to keep ideas. So talking during movie person. Talking.
Yeah, we like to write down and come up with a bunch of ideas and then try to make videos on them.
Person. But he's got a nice spreadsheet that we're going to use because I write things in here and I have terrible handwriting and this is good for short term. And then I burn my journals.
She's a pyromaniac.
I am. But in a safe way. We put our fires out or we watch them, make sure they're done.
Yeah.
To clarify.
The other night when we
like
had
a real pyro.
Yeah, the other night when we had a fire going, like this huge breeze and cold front
terrible.
Came through out of nowhere, and just all the embers from our fire just started flying across the yard. And
I've never seen anything like that.
Over into the other RV park, over into the other RV spots. We're like, oh shoot,
You know what was interesting? I told you this story is. Yeah, we had a nice fire and out of nowhere we had that crazy wind that just blew our stuff all over the place, our chair, that we thought we were going to catch the park on fire. We're like chasing things down.
Yeah.
The next day, I'm out walking. So, here's another, I'm just going to just keep taking side. I'm going to come back. I'll come back. But I'm a
stream of
have
conscious.
a little bit of ADHD. I got Gemini moon. I'm crazy. So anyway, he's crazy about this walking stuff with what do you call it?
Step in,
but what is it?
Cryptocurrency.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not coming to me. See, he knows all this stuff. So we walk for 50 minutes every morning. Like almost without fail.
Yep.
And sometimes I get angry because it's cold now and we're in Illinois right now.
Yeah.
And we're still walking for 50 minutes.
Bundled up and she has her cap
I'm wearing a hat. We're indoors.
Yeah.
So I don't remember exactly what happened, but for some reason you didn't walk with me.
Hey, kitty.
Hey, what's up?
Duran, kitty.
For some reason, you were walking with me. You walked earlier in the day. Every so often, we have stuff that messes up our plans. And then I was walking by myself. And I'm walking through this different area of the park. Our park is pretty big, the one we're sitting at right now.
It is very cold.
It is very cold. But there's, like, different sections. So I'm like, I'm going to walk through this different section. And I'm the type of person who gets very self-conscious about things and doesn't want to step on people's toes and doesn't want people... Like, I'm the type of person, I don't know who else is out here like this, who goes into the airport and is, like, super paranoid, like, going through security.
Yeah.
And anytime a cop drives by me and I'm driving, I get super paranoid. I'm a very rule-abiding person. I can be rebellious, but in general, when it comes to that sort of thing, I'm pretty rule-abiding. But for some reason, I freak out and, like, go over the top trying to look like I'm normal, which makes me probably look suspicious. I don't know. It's weird. And now I'm losing this train. Why did I get off on this train? This is how my mind works. This is what he has to deal with on a regular basis.
Yep. It was cold and you're going into the airport.
Okay, yes. so I'm like
bring back
walking in this different area, thank you, than the main circle that we do around our lake. And I'm like, hopefully people aren't like thinking I'm trying to like spy on their RVs or something. I just want something different. And this guy comes driving up, this older guy, and he had a really cool accent. I'm not always good at identifying accents. I want to say maybe Irish. I don't know. And
top of the morning to you.
No, he did not do that.
No.
I would give it away. I don't think they really. Do they actually talk like that?
Well,
no,
some of them do.
I don't know. Anyway,
really
we need to go to Ireland. That's another side thing. Anyways, not in an RV. But so he's driving up toward me, and he's like, "Do you live here?" So like me, like I get like freaked out about this stuff as I was just telling you. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm just walking," and I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, I'm confident. I'm gonna just... And then he tells me the night before, his neighbor had one of those campers that's like, I think it was an over-the-truck camper, and it also had like a canvas top, and this gale that came through just blew the tent part off of their camper. And this was like a couple that also had some kids.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy who was talking to me was really cool. He's like, of course I took them in because, I've got grandkids. I would want someone to take care of them.
Super nice.
Yeah, and he's telling me this story, and it was just the coolest thing. I love when you bump into people and you just kind of meet them and you have these nice stories. But yeah, so I was like, I hope he was wearing pajamas because, sometimes people don't wear clothes. So I said, yeah.
When they sleep.
Yes, that's... We're in a nudist colony.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, he was wearing boxers, but he said that the kids were crying and, it was crazy. And I'm just like, yeah. Did anybody else in Illinois, remember that? What night was that?
Wasn't The weekend, wasn't it?
Was
Saturday?
it a weekend? No, it was during the week. I remember because our neighbor came out and said hi, which was cool. Because I'm like an introvert, kind of want to be extrovert. I'm somewhere kind of in the middle where I'm like super shy and self-conscious and it's hard for me to talk to people. But our neighbor just came right up to our fire and I was like, oh, God, that's so great.
Oh, and Noah
I love
came
when
over.
you come up and talk to me because then I can talk to you, but it's hard for me to approach you, usually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I remember thinking it's weird that he came out on a work night because we have a weird work schedule. But we work in the midst, or we are camped in the midst. I'm talking a lot. I'm going to stop talking.
That's okay. Yeah, you're fine.
I told you I can just ramble.
Keep going.
We're parked. Our RV is parked in the midst of a whole bunch of work. What do you call them?
Work, like...
I want to say work campers. It's not work campers.
Well, they travel and they work, so they go from...
It's not technically work campers, but they're camping and they work.
Yeah, they work like in the oil fields or in the... what's over here? The refineries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they get up super freaking early in the morning.
Yeah.
And work long days. So I remember like being like, what is he doing here? But I think he actually works in transportation, he said.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
so his schedule's a little different. He works in an office. But I was like, oh, that's cool because, you know, we work a lot on the weekends right now with deliveries and tutoring. Like our weekends are getting a little more full. So we tend to like to do stuff during the week, particularly Monday and Tuesday. So we had a fire and I was like, that's cool that he came out and talked to us. And I forgot where that whole thing came from. What was
Just
the
the fire and stuff blowing around.
Oh, that's right. What day was it? What was it? It was a Monday or Tuesday.
I think
it was a Monday. It was a Monday.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Because
it was
Tuesday
a
I
Monday.
have a student now in the evening. Yeah. So anybody like, not this, was it, what is today? It wasn't this past Monday. It was the week before.
Being goofy is what makes life fun.
Yes. To be in a comment?
Yeah. Duran, Kitty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know it. We're goofy.
Yeah. You know us. Longtime
Duran
friends.
Kitty is awesome. Shout out. She's on TikTok and she's on Instagram. I don't know. I think your name changes a little bit, but she's fun. Follow her. And she also loves to travel. So we're travel buddies. I mean, we never traveled together, but maybe someday.
Yeah.
Because she's got good taste. She's been to some cool places.
So anyway.
So why don't you talk? Or are we going to go back to Andor?
Are you done with... Yeah, I'm going to go back to Andor
okay,
eventually.
Andor, let's go.
Yeah, whenever you're done talking.
Okay.
So, yeah, we watched episode 7 of Andor, and it's such a great show. I mean,
yes.
Like, it's all, like, the plot lines and the directing and the acting, it's just phenomenal. Like, the story is just really, really good. And if you've seen Rogue One, then Andor is just right up your alley. It's perfect. Andor is the new Star Wars show that's out. It focuses on Cassian, who is in Rogue One. So it's like a prequel to Rogue One, and with Cassian's life leading up to that. So it's very good, and it's very... It's not like your typical Star Wars. It's not the like kind of like lighthearted and like fun, like.
And they actually have good dialogue.
Yeah, there's very good dialogue.
And fantastic acting, and the way like they set up the scenes, and just the back and forth, and it's like I was telling Brian, like, I'm sorry I'm cutting it again, but I'll stop in a minute. Like it's almost like it's just good drama.
Yeah.
What drives me crazy, and I was talking about it today, it was Star Trek, Picard.
Yeah, the new Picard series.
We love Star Trek.
Yeah.
But like Picard drives me crazy because they have this telenovela thing going on with the way they act, or a soap opera. That they even do like the long, I think, gazes.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why are they doing this to Star Trek? Why? They do not do this with Andor. It's just everything is just perfect. I'm like, who's directing it?
I forget. Yeah.
Where they are.
Yeah, but
I'm not good with names.
Even the episode before that, episode 6, like the first 5 episodes were leading up to this big thing that was happening in episode 6, and just you're on the edge of your seat, like with suspense.
Oh yeah.
Like
so
you're just
good.
like you're just locked into this event that's happening, and it's just so good.
I like how you're like not. We're not really.
I'm not
spoiling.
spoiling.
We're not spoiling. That's
yeah,
good.
like our title says spoilers, and we haven't really spoiled
we put
anything.
that warning just in case something slips out.
Yeah, something might slip out, but you
trying covering our booties.
I'm usually pretty good with not spoiling things.
That's good. Yeah, this last episode, like the back and forth with people in 2 different scenes, and the way they kind of almost dance around each other. So it's just, I mean, good writing, good acting, good directing.
Because there's a bunch of plot lines that are happening all
there's
at
that
once.
Too. That's a good point.
Yeah, so there's everything with Cassian, there's everything with Mon Mothma, then the agent that was let go, then there's the ISB operative, and there's just so much that's happening, so many different plot lines that are all going to like come to a head all together.
Yeah. And that's like all related. It's all different perspectives on the same thing that's going on.
Yeah, it's not like in movies and shows where there can be just one thread that's going, you know, like following 1 or 2 characters throughout it. And that's what made that's what I think like made Star Wars really good, was you had things happening with Luke, you had things happening with Leia, you had things happening with Han and Chewie. It's like all these 3 different stories and stuff were all happening, and then they all came together and then went off on their own. And then same thing with Empire Strikes Back. You have them all together on Hoth, and then Han and Chewie and Leia, they all split up, and Luke goes this way, and then it's just all comes back together. It's really good.
But what this adds in is those are all the good guys.
Yeah.
This is taking on some of the Empire viewpoints, perspectives.
Right. Yeah.
And they're doing some interesting things with it too. Like they had cubicles in this last episode. Like Star Wars cubicles. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
They have cubicles in Star Wars?
Yeah, like they're just. I feel like they're implementing more, like making it more realistic.
Yeah.
Like this could be like a real existing universe.
This is what we're heading towards. The same existence
No,
in cubicles.
I hope not. But yeah, and we were just talking today about I'll try not to spoil, but some of the like juxtaposition that they've done with a couple characters going through a similar situation but having a different outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and it's kind of cool because it's like are they trying to like not take a stance on something and show that things can go different ways, or what are they trying to teach us with these 2 different outcomes with these similar situations? It's really neat. And just the dialogue and the lines. Like there's just one line, I don't think it'll spoil, where this guy is like responding to a situation that just happened. He's like, come walk with me. He's talking to a woman.
Oh yeah.
And he says, what did he say? Good. What was the first thing he said? Good move. Good.
Are you talking about Mon Mothma and him?
No.
With
Yeah.
with the guy who was in Game of Thrones,
The director.
Clyburn.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was.
It's something like well done.
Yeah, like well played.
Well played.
But watch your back.
Yeah, I thought that was really clever. She's like, well played. Like I just want to acknowledge that I recognize your effort and what you did, and that you're smart. You know what you're doing. But he also is saying you're on your own.
Yeah.
Like with just those 4 words, right?
Yep.
You're on your own, and I support you, but you're on your own, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. So we love that show, and yeah, we're excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff that that I've watched with Earl, I don't want to say the word honestly because I hate using that, but
Honestly?
Yes. Has been in support. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't get into Marvel as much as Earl does. Although some of the Marvel stuff has been really good. Like, I really enjoyed, what was the first one? Falcon?
The shows?
Yeah, the show.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I really like that one.
Was that one first?
That wasn't first, though, was it? It was the second? It was after the...
I think that was second.
What was the one? It was the witch one?
Yeah,
Witch.
WandaVision.
WandaVision was pretty good. But I really liked the Winter Soldier one.
Yeah.
And then what came next?
Was that Hawkeye?
Hawkeye was pretty goofy.
Yeah.
I didn't get into that one as much. I mean, I enjoyed it, but like I really liked the Winter Soldier one. I thought WandaVision was pretty good. And of the Star Wars ones, what came out with? Well, Mandalorian was pretty good.
Yeah, Mandalorian.
But Andor, I think, blows all of them out of the water.
Yeah.
Like, I'm genuinely excited to see where this series goes, what happens, because it's just so freaking good.
We know what happens with Cassian. But
right, no, I was
eventually...
like, there were some parts where I was like, well, we know he's not going to die.
not in the show.
not, because he doesn't, well, right, we know when he dies. So, and what's her name? The main character of Rogue One?
Jin.
She's my favorite. Like, if I ever, like, go full out in a Star Wars costume, I'm going to get her costume, because I think she's awesome.
But you did just order...
Don't spoil it.
Don't
I did
spoil.
order a costume.
I wasn't going to say who.
Good.
So I was just going to say you did
spoiler,
just order a costume.
I want to maybe do a reveal or something.
Okay.
Yeah. And I couldn't, like, I didn't want to spend tons of money, and I couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, so I don't know if it's going to look like I want it to look. We'll see.
Yeah. It's kind of like piecing a few things together to go for one look.
Those of you who are like perfectionists about I realize I should look at that camera too. Those of you who are like perfectionists,
camera two.
I'll just about like costumes and stuff, you're probably not gonna be impressed, but I think it'll be fun, and maybe we can incorporate some stuff in our future TikTok and YouTube videos.
Yeah, I'll start getting back on my account again and doing my more focused stuff, and then maybe do some duets and stuff, and then come together on our own. Maybe.
Sounds like a dance, which she doesn't like to do.
Nope. Have you seen one of our recent videos where
oh my gosh,
she's trying to get me to dance?
I swear, after every wedding, like we want to have a fight. I want to have a fight. He's fine.
Yeah.
I get mad because he doesn't want to dance.
She'll get mad because I won't go out and dance, and yeah.
I have to accept it. It's just, I found actually that sometimes I do, just by my presence on the dance floor, encourage people to come out and dance. So I just have to suck it up, and I'm going to go out there and dance by myself if I have to. And people feel good when they dance, not him. But
no, I feel
people
weird.
People who like to dance just need that crazy person out there on the floor, I think. So I'm just going to become the crazy person is what I've decided. I've done it before. I'm usually not the very first person on the dance floor, but I've been in the first 5 a few times. And people appreciate it, I think. So I'm just going to do my own crazy thing.
And I just go out there and I'm just like, yeah, I'm out here. And then I'm just like, I look stupid.
He's fine. He's fine.
Nah.
I've danced with a couple crazy dancers and I survived. But I get it. It's an awkward thing. There's some things I'm awkward with, so I gotta put myself in your shoes.
I just wish you would walk in my Yoda slippers every
They're
so
really
often,
cute slippers.
so you understand what I'm going
I would
through.
love to walk in your Yoda slippers. They're probably very warm.
They are very
I should
warm,
be wearing
comfy.
slippers. I'm wearing very warm socks. White socks.
Black white socks.
Yes. And we actually really need to
They're
do
inside
laundry.
out. That one's inside out.
One of the things that it is it inside out?
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to fold the top over, see, like that.
Oh, okay.
So it's not inside out.
Okay.
One of the things that's hard about RV life, side note, is not having our own washing machine, which he wanted to get, but I think that would just be so heavy and it takes forever to wash things.
It's one more thing to go wrong in an RV. It's like, yes, it would be nice to have it. We can do it whenever we want. Yes, it's kind of a hassle having to get quarters all the time and put quarters into a machine. Kind of like going to a laundromat. It can be expensive, but we don't have to deal with the maintenance if, a washer or dryer breaks down. So it's kind of okay.
And we're minimalists.
Yeah.
I have this constant battle with my slightly hoarder self, like when it comes to like books and tarot decks, with my minimalist self. Especially because now he's gotten me into going to Goodwill.
Yeah.
And so, we're browsing and it's cheaper stuff, so it's within our budget. He's going to be doing eBay stuff.
Yeah.
With reselling, which he may do videos with. If anybody does that, let us know, because maybe you guys can talk.
Yeah, I'm just getting started with it, so if anybody has any tips or pointers, let me know, because Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I got to sell.
But then it's easy to find stuff.
A lot of
to
mugs.
Buy.
A lot of
and then
mugs.
I have to keep getting rid of things again.
This
like
one I'm not
constant
selling.
Battle.
I'm not selling this one.
No, that was from your. Did you? What happened?
No, I found this at.
You found that?
This was at Cracker Barrel.
Really?
Yeah, found this at Cracker Barrel.
That's so cute, and he has some very cute bugs from his nieces.
Yes, I was picking up an order at Cracker Barrel. I'm doing Uber Eats or DoorDash, one of the two. I do them all, but I was picking up an order there, and I saw this. And I'm like, oh, I'll buy this while I'm here. The order more than paid for my mug.
He found this at Goodwill, and he was gonna try to resell it. And I'm like, I don't think you're gonna be able to because it's chipped.
Yeah, it's got a couple chips in it,
and I wanted it anyway.
Yeah.
I love it. But what's funny is, so I don't know where my other mug is, but it's like one of those mugs. It's got like it's not like that one he just showed you. It's got not
like a typical mug.
Flat bottom.
Yeah.
A
flat bottom girls,
flat.
you make the rocket.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
Oh, he's gonna grab it because he's awesome. So this is like a wedding gift someone gave to us, and it doesn't fit in the typical. You can see it. It doesn't fit. Oh, well, see, it doesn't fit very well.
Not
the thing
perfectly.
comes up there.
No.
So we actually finally bought these off of Amazon. There's lots of different. Oh, you're putting it in.
That kind of works.
Okay. Yeah. So that way it's not tipping over as much. You bought these from Amazon. They were the cheaper versions. There's different versions. So we're like, okay, cool. Now we can actually use my big, flat, fat mug while we're watching something. This is where we watch stuff. And now I'm laughing because now I'm using this mug, which clearly will never fit anywhere. So I have it sitting on this fold-out coffee table now.
Flat mug was the name that I was teased and called in high school after I got into a car accident and the airbag went off and hit my face. My face was all...
That's not it.
Call me Flat Mug. Not a true
Do you
story.
have pictures from it?
That's not a true story.
You got me. But you really were in an accident.
I was, and yeah, the airbag went off and like burned like half of my face because just like it's like sandpaper, just kind of hit my face.
Yeah, and I heard that you told me that a dog went out the window.
Yeah, so we're driving this. I was walking down to we had this card shop where like they have Magic the Gathering cards, Star Wars cards at the time, baseball cards, you name it, just a card shop in town. And so I was walking down the street to it, and this girl that I know was like, hey, where are you going? Like, you want me to give you a ride? I said, all right, fine. So we're driving, and it was like only like 20, 25 mile an hour speed limit. And we're driving down the road, and she's got her little chihuahua with us and sitting on my lap. And windows are down because it's a warm day out. And just like driving 20, 25 miles an hour, and she's just singing a song and driving. Da, 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 da. Yep. And then just bam, I'm making this camera shake. And then just bam, right into the car in front of us. And so the airbag went off, hit my face, scraped it all up. The dog, the chihuahua, literally had the shit scared out of it. Should I say crap?
Did it pooped on you?
It pooped on me. And jumped out the window. And so we had to, I was disoriented, but they eventually found the dog. The dog was fine, but just had the literal crap scared out of it. And
you didn't tell me that part.
No?
No, not the crap part.
No.
Gross.
So, yeah, I'm just like, I'm all out of it, I'm in a daze, and I'm just like looking around, and I'm just like, what is this brown stuff?
Oh, gross.
What? I'm like, what?
You've had some bad experiences with dogs making a mess on you.
Yeah.
And he's a dog lover.
I am a dog lover.
Thank goodness.
So that's pretty much the end of that story. So on to another dog pooping story.
What?
So, well, you said you have stories about dogs pooping on you. So I'm like, I might as well tell another.
This is how we met Bowser.
This is how we got Bowser.
Can you
Bowser.
see him? Yeah, you can.
Bowser, head up.
There he is.
Hey, buddy. What's up,
Sorry
dude?
to wake you up.
Yeah, you can go back to sleep now.
Go back to sleep now. We're about to get another one of our pets.
There you go.
We have 4, in case you don't know us.
We have 4
2
animals.
2 cats and 2 dogs because we're insane.
Yep, living in an RV, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Yes.
So anyway, back to my story.
Back to Bowser.
Yeah. So when we first adopted Bowser, we got him from some of our friends who had a litter of pups. And so we go over there, and we wanted to like we already had the cats. We already had Link right here and his sister Zelda.
It's nice of her to show up just in time.
Link and Zelda. They are named after the video game.
Side note: we were told she is not supposed to be put with other animals. It's relevant.
Yes. So we go to pick up a dog from them and go meet them. And the idea was to bring back one of the puppies and leave it behind the door in the bathroom and let.
That sounds so bad.
Well, not leave him there. Not leave him there. But just
put him there.
Put him
to
in
introduce...
there. To let the cats be able to smell that there's another animal in the house.
There's a whole process.
Yeah, and for them to get acclimated to each other, right? So before that happened, we're over.
Using the voice in the face.
Yeah, we're back to getting Bowser. So we're going to meet the puppies, and one came running right up to me, and I'm down on the floor. It jumps up in my lap, and it poops on me.
I thought it peed all over you.
It pooped.
Oh.
Yes, it pooped on me.
You are a poop magnet.
Yeah. So, that was a dog we did not adopt.
And we're like, maybe not.
Yeah, that's his brother Rocky.
That was Rocky?
That was Rocky. Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep, that was Rocky.
I don't think it was Rocky.
I'm pretty sure.
I think they decided they wanted to keep Rocky.
Well, yeah, but he still...
Rocky doesn't look like
Well,
him.
he still ran up to me.
It was a different dog. I'm pretty sure it was a different dog.
Sure,
Everyone
whatever.
looks like him.
Yeah, whatever. So that dog, whoever it was, pooped on me while I was sitting on the floor, and I'm like, oh, we're not taking you home. And so then this little runt came over to us, and I'm like, oh, he seems like a nice guy. And we took him home.
And it was meant to be.
Yep, because he didn't poop on me. That's how I knew it was meant to be.
No, we actually, like, he's his shadow, and he'll cry when he leaves.
All the time.
He's just his little buddy, and he gets so excited. Like, when we have our travel day, he gets all nervous because we're, like, cleaning up and everything, which we don't tend to do unless we have people over, or it's travel day. Like, he knows something's up.
Yeah.
And he'll just whine. Of course, Brian is good at doing all the hookup stuff, and sometimes he would be out, like, taking video footage. So I'm, like, getting things cleaned up because that's kind of my thing. I don't mind doing that usually. Virgo comes out at that time. And so I'm in here trying to clean up with him, Bowser, whining because he knows something up and we're probably leaving, and he's out doing hookups and video and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's just such a pain. I think I tried putting him in my little backpack. That helps a little bit because he's like, oh, and walking around with him. But once he's in the car, in the truck, with
he's pretty good.
Daddy when he's hauling, then he's pretty good. But he's Daddy's little boy. We had a report done, a health report on him once.
Even though he's not cuddling with me.
They had lifetimes together.
Yep.
Even though he's not,
Yeah.
He was a dolphin.
He cuddles with her right now and then also at night. So.
Oh yeah, he's my snuggle buddy.
Yeah.
Even though he's his boy.
Yep.
I think it's maybe because you're so hot. It's too much, maybe.
I'm hot.
In more ways than one.
Yeah. I generate a lot of body heat, so he probably doesn't want to be overheated at night.
No.
So that's our story, and we're sticking to it.
Yes. Did we cover everything we wanted to cover about Andor?
I think we did.
I think we did.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Watch it.
Yeah. And what we were talking about also
was
the difference. What's that?
Oh, I was just saying, tell us your favorite parts, favorite characters, whatever.
Favorite parts or characters?
I was saying they should tell us.
Oh, them to tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody have a favorite character or part of Andor that they would like to tell us about?
Yeah.
But we were also discussing the difference between Andor and the new Star Trek show that's out, Picard.
Yes.
Because TK does not enjoy it that much, do you?
No. But I talked about that already. Do we talk about that again?
You talked about that already?
Yeah.
Well, not at length.
Just that they're too soap opera-y, like telenovela-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I thought there was more detail coming from that. So.
They're bringing back the
to
whole
me.
cast, though, supposedly.
Yeah.
They're bringing back everybody from Next Gen, which I'm super excited about. But I'm like, don't hook me in Star Trek and then have like awkward directing and dialogue and soap opera looking looks, because then I'm gonna go crazy and I won't be able to watch. And
Yeah.
I'll be sad.
It's like the next gen crew, but it's not. It doesn't feel at all like next gen. It's just, here's a crazy story.
It was pretty crazy.
Pretty.
It was pretty out there.
Yeah, it's extreme and far fetched.
I mean, like it's kind of interesting, but yeah, just it's not like Andor.
No. Andor definitely has
That's
a better
my new bar.
writer and director.
Yeah, but I do love Patrick Stewart. He's amazing.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And I can't believe he's still doing stuff. All of them.
Yeah.
Really amazing.
Yeah. Seeing Patrick Stewart in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, that was cool.
Yes.
Yeah, coming back as Professor Xavier.
Who are your favorite Marvel characters, I should say? I'm just curious. You can answer too.
I can answer?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I can answer.
Think about it for me.
Who's my favorite Marvel character?
Why do I feel like I should have known this? Why is this hard?
Who mine is or who yours is?
Well, mine is.
Oh, who yours is. I know who yours is.
Do you already know? Who is mine?
Yeah, Captain America.
Oh, he's the hottest one.
He's the hottest
I don't
Chris.
know if he's my favorite. No, he's not the hottest Chris.
No, he's not?
No.
Who's the hottest Chris?
I can't remember. I get them all confused.
Pine.
Yes. He's the hottest Chris.
Yeah.
What wrong universe, but Wonder Woman is awesome. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
But that's not Marvel.
No.
I only know that because you helped me with the difference between. I'm pretty good now because there's so much Marvel content, so it's pretty obvious what's Marvel and what's not. But it took me a while first to know the difference. But yeah, Wonder Woman is cool. On the Marvel side, I don't know who my favorite character is.
Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd is pretty awesome. I don't know if I like the character of Ant-Man, but Paul Rudd is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Scarlet Witch is pretty cool. I did not like the movie. I did not like the direction they decided to take with her character right after WandaVision.
Oh, Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I think that character idea of Scarlet Witch is pretty cool. I mean, she's pretty powerful and pretty amazing when she does things for good. Doctor Strange is cool too. I like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he has a weird, like, you didn't like Doctor Strange at first.
Well, because he's an egomaniac.
Yeah.
Like, narcissistic. Was it narcissistic or egomaniac? Are those kind of the same thing? I feel like they're different. I don't know. But anyway,
I'm not a
so
psychologist.
Who are your favorite Marvel people?
My favorite Marvel character. Yeah, I've been thinking about that since you asked that question. I'm just like in my head trying to think who do I like? Thanos.
You like Thanos?
He had a point.
That's your whole thing? He had a point?
Yeah,
Black
he did
Panther
nothing
is
wrong.
cool. And his sister. Have we seen all the Marvel? No, that hasn't come out yet. The new Black Panther stuff.
You have not seen Civil War.
I should probably watch that.
I tell you should watch it.
The Marvel stuff can be kind of violent for me.
That's where they introduced Spider-Man.
That's when they introduced Spider-Man? Are you sure I didn't see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said you wouldn't watch it.
Because it was too violent?
Because it was Civil War.
There's some violent stuff in the superhero stuff.
Alright, so we're gonna go and we're gonna watch Civil War now. No, I'm just kidding. It's late.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always liked Spider-Man.
Well, that was the whole thing where the Winter Soldier came back, right? No.
Yeah, there was
that a movie?
That was that was Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Is that the one I haven't seen? I think that's the one I haven't seen. I think I saw Civil War.
Civil War where they're all fighting each other?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Where Ant-Man got huge?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw that. Because I know I saw that scene. So I think it's the Winter Soldier one that I didn't watch. Because that's the second, like, that's the second Captain America.
That's the second Captain America.
Yeah. I was pretty sure it was the second one I didn't see. I saw Civil War.
I thought you wouldn't watch it.
I don't know, but I'm rusty on it, so if we watch those, we probably could just watch 2. It's making me tired. So much.
You just had a bunch of caffeine.
That was like a few hours ago.
Yeah. Wearing off already?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, what else? Is there anything else we should talk about before we wrap up?
Not sure, but if you like Pokemon, stick around and subscribe. That's YouTube.
Yeah, we're like
YouTube
barely
is
looking
subscribe.
over here.
Yeah,
I'm so
I know.
sorry we're neglecting you.
Yeah.
I just go back and forth.
Yeah, so
We'll do better next time.
if you like Pokemon and nerdy stuff, then follow us on TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube. Because we do some pretty funny videos with all that, especially with her naming the Pokemon.
Yeah, we're gonna do more funny stuff because we're funny sometimes.
We're funny. We are.
I think we are.
Promise.
Yeah. And we kind of build off other people's stuff, and we also come up with some random good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Game of Thrones video of ours did extremely well. So if you like Game of Thrones, check out our profile.
Not
Look at
on
that.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube one didn't go very far.
Is anybody else posting on multiple platforms and just like puzzled by how different it is from platform to platform?
Yeah, like TikTok can like go astronomical, and YouTube like after like 2 hours, it's like, yeah, I suppose we'll put your video out, and then it'll like go rip, rip.
What did you? Oh,
How
you
many?
called it something kind of nasty.
Yeah,
Not appropriate
I'm
for
vulgar.
some of our audience.
Yeah, I'm vulgar. On my page, I can be a little vulgar, not
Yeah,
on TK and
there's some
Earl.
things where I've said you can do that on your channel and not ours.
Yeah, she won't let me do certain things on our channel.
Yeah.
Things.
I'm
yeah.
still kind of an educator. I have students, so
Yeah, so she
trying to
can't.
keep it a little bit. Is
Yeah.
it PC?
PC.
Is that the? I don't even know. I'm so old.
I can't keep up with the terms
I
anymore.
can't.
That's fire.
I know. I was like,
That's so
I'm
lit.
showing my age because I was responding to some comments. I was like, OMG, LOL, and now you know how old I am.
Yeet,
He
yeet,
has
skirt.
to tell me what to put, and sometimes I'll be like, what does that mean?
Put the fire emoji.
What was that? What was there?
What?
Was something that somebody said, and I'm like, what is that?
Oh, was
mean?
it this?
That was one of them.
I was like,
I don't know. I still don't know what that means. But someone said
it's like
something.
that's a good.
Yeah. He's a little better with the thingies. With the...
I'm hip. I'm hip.
Hip to be square.
I'm
That's
up.
not- No.
Oh, what's the? I'm trying to think of another.
I
I'm the
don't know,
cat's
I'm seriously
meow.
losing it. I think I'm gonna have to have some more caffeine because we're probably gonna shoot another video.
Are we?
We have to get Tampa done. So we're like still trying to catch up. We're
trying to build our YouTube channel too. So
we try to talk about the parks we stay at.
yeah. One of the things we'd like to do is review the parks that we've stayed at in our RV. So
Yeah.
we're building up our YouTube channel. So if,
We were doing really good about posting about parks that we'd been to, and then got busy with work and stuff, and then we were like, okay, well, let's at least do the ones you've recently been to. So we got those done, but now we have like the ones like before that time where we were like really busy. So there's some people I think who think we're in Florida right now.
yeah.
Because of the order we post things.
Yeah.
They're like, so tell us about where you were recently, and we're like, we're here in Illinois.
Yeah.
And they're like, what?
I thought you were just in Florida. That was a year ago.
Yeah, it's really sad. You can tell too, like my hair is growing out,
Yeah.
and my hair was really short. And you'll see in the video. You'll see, because you're YouTube.
You'll see.
Yeah. So we might do another video because we want to get caught up by the time we leave this park with the old videos. That's our goal.
Yes, we are leaving
We're
Illinois.
close.
We are leaving Illinois November
14th. Thank goodness, because it's getting cold.
It is cold.
We don't like cold.
Tonight's supposed to get down to like 26, 28,
Really?
I think. Yep.
That's the coldest it's been.
That's the coldest it's been so far.
We haven't had snow yet, though.
We've seen snowflakes. There were snowflakes
I'm
yesterday.
not going to count that.
No?
It's not.
Okay. No accumulation.
No accumulation. There you
Okay.
go. Indiana got accumulation, I saw.
I did.
Their other RVers were like, oh crap,
Yep.
time to winterize.
Time to
We're like, no, we need to
GTFO.
get out of here. Yes.
Yeah.
That's another way of saying it.
Yeah, so we're going to do another video on the park that we stayed at. So that'll go on YouTube.
Yes.
So head over to YouTube and subscribe over there because we want to get monetized too, so help us out.
Yeah, so we can talk to you more and do more fun stuff.
Yeah.
And not, like, get tired.
We want to make money off of this, honestly.
Yeah, we want to, like, have fun and yeah, be able to make this our work.
Yeah.
Just anything would be great, because otherwise we're, like, really tired because we're trying to, like, work multiple jobs and do this. So we'd like this to be part of our job.
It's exhausting. Like trying to work full time and that's our heater. There's our furnace kicking on. Like, what was that noise? Yeah, trying to work full time and then also do a YouTube channel and TikToks. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
So
I think this is our year. This will be good.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of you guys.
The year's almost over, so rolling into next year.
We'll just say like the year.
Yeah. Starting from today.
Yes.
So October 19th of next year. This is our year.
Starting from the Game of Thrones-ness.
Yes.
I also want to just shout out, I don't think they're watching, but I want to thank our cousins for participating.
Yeah.
I think they really made that video.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was not expecting that great of participation. I was really impressed.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was a lot of fun. So we're just at a wedding with her side of the family, and I got this idea, like, what if we do the Reigns of Castamere? And so I just asked everybody at the table, like, what do you think? Do you want to be in a TikTok video? And so they all said, yeah. And so just played the Reigns of Castamere and just rotated the phone around and showed everybody's reaction, and it turned out really good. Yeah. And it's our top video.
Yeah, by far.
Everybody loved
only on TikTok.
Only on TikTok it was that good.
YouTube was not impressed.
YouTube, yeah, YouTube went out to like maybe 500 people.
And by the way, Instagram, I don't even understand Instagram anymore. Yeah. It keeps pushing out part 5 of Pokemon. We are now on part 9.
Yeah.
It is still pushing out part 5.
Something about part 5.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the dress that she wore.
I have a really cute yellow dress. That's the only thing I can figure. And maybe, I think there's one more hashtag I added for the last video, but I don't think it's made a difference.
Yeah.
So. Yes!
Alright, I think we're going to wrap up.
I think we're going to wrap up.
So, Bowser's like, what now?
Zelda's like, why are you clapping
Zelda's
so
out
much?
Here.
Stop it.
Yeah.
It's loud.
She didn't like that.
Link is fine. So, thank you for watching.
Thank you, everybody.
And we'll see you next time. Whenever that'll be. Probably in a couple days.
Okay, bye.
I love that creator. She's fantastic.
Okay, bye.
Bye.